Hey Potterhead, welcome back to yet another video on Harry Potter Daily Channel, the channel where it is all about Harry Potter every day of the week. So I was scrolling the internet reading about Harry Potter content, something that I do in my spare time, when I came across an article on ranker.com. The article is entitled 18 times Harry Potter ignored his own logic. While reading the article, I decided that a lot of these logics that the article said that Harry Potter ignored can actually be explained and it can be viewed logically. So I've decided to start a series where I'm going to look at some of these points that were made in the article and explain away some of the logical occurrence that was stated in the article. So let's start with Hermoine, and why did Hermoine need a time turner to attend classes while other students didn't? So the article reads as follows. Either the logic behind the schedule of Hogwart classes is dumb, or Hermoine isn't as smart as it's being believed. That's because Hermoine is seen needing a time turner in the prison of Azkaban under the argument that she can't take 13 subjects due to clashes in timing. In the end, she drops 2 subjects and claims her schedule is now normal and doesn't need the time turner. However, Percy, Bill, and Barty Jr. were all confirmed to have taken 12 subjects from their 3rd year to their 5th year and got outstanding in all of their subjects, all this without needing a time turner. If 11 subjects are the maximum amount a student can take without scheduling issue, then Percy, Bill, and Barty Jr. should have gotten time turner of their own. So, in my response, let's first assume that Percy, Bill, and Barty Jr. did not get a time turner of their own. It is possible that they may have gotten a time turner of their own, and we were led to believe by Minerva that Hermione is the only student who has gotten this rare gift of having a time turner being bestowed upon her so she could attend her classes. First of all, she was doing 13 subjects, they were doing 12. It is possible that the 13 subject may have overwhelmed her, while the 12 subject would not have been that much of a big deal. Why do I say so? Let's assume that the 12 subject could have been Muggle study. So let's assume that the gentlemen in question were doing charms, transfiguration, herbology, defense against the dark arts, potion, astronomy, history of magic, divination, ancient runes, care of magical creature, and arithmancy, and then the gentlemen decided to take up Muggle study as an extra subject. Now, why would I believe that they took up Muggle study as an extra subject without any evidence in the book? Bill Weasley and Percy Weasley were the two who brought me to believe that they took Muggle study as an extra subject. Their father was no other than Arthur Weasley, a man who was mad and crazy about all things Muggle. So, it is possible that their father would have had many books around the house on Muggle studies, and they could have used these books to read and study about Muggles outside of the Hogwarts curriculum. Hence, they would not necessarily need to go to classes like Hermione would. And I think that is another logical explanation. If these gentlemen had a clash with Muggle study and another subject, it is quite possible that they decided that they were going to go to the other class and they were going to read up on Muggles on their own. It is quite possible. And the reason why I said this is highly possible, I recall while attending college, I had a time clash between 2 classes and I could not reschedule one of the class to another time. I had to take these 2 courses, and I decided to attend one class primarily without attending the other class, and I was successful in both exams for both classes. So it is not far-fetched that Percy Weasley, being a brilliant student, Bill Weasley being a brilliant student, and Barty Crouch Jr. being a brilliant student, would have been able to pass Muggle study or any other subject without attending the class. Now, Hermione was a more hands-on person who couldn't bear to miss any of her classes, so she would have needed the time turner to attend classes, while Percy, Bill, and Barty Crouch Jr. would not have needed the time turner to attend classes because they would have just decided to skip the class altogether and study for the subject on their own. So I hope that explains the logics behind Hermione getting a time turner for doing 12 subjects and the other 3 gentlemen who did 12 subjects not getting a time turner. This was Harry Potter Daily, the channel where it is all about Harry Potter every day of the week. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace out. Harry Potter Daily coming to you live from Kingston, Jamaica.